Hello, good evening.
Hello, ma'am. Good evening.
Good evening. Okay, so let's start with our session. In today's session, we are going to start with the process structure, what different modules will be there, and how to connect the basic server and for Spring Boot. Okay, Spring Boot will be framework that we are going to use. Okay, and whatever number of services, different services on we have to work that employee service, payroll service. For that, how to create the modules, that's what we are going to cover. Okay. I hope Maven is there with everyone. Device is installed or remaining? Maven. Yes, please reply.
Not yet, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, I hope the screen is visible, right? So here, Maven installation is required. Okay. What is this Maven? So Maven is a build tool. Build tool means whatever dependencies will be required, that we are going to add from here. Like we are going to work with a Spring Boot framework, right? And for that, we need to go for some, you can say third party, some libraries are required. So whatever libraries will be required, that Maven is going to make it available for us. That concept is known as dependency management. Okay, we have to work with database. Suppose any particular database that we are going to use. So that database connectivity, related to database connectivity, whatever libraries will be required, Maven is going to make them available. Okay. For the database operation, whatever code we will perform, that we will do with the help of JPA or Hibernate. Okay. So again, JPA, Hibernate, that is different libraries. Maven is going to make them available. Okay. So we will see how to add the dependencies, and Maven is make them fulfill for us, and we will try to observe like whatever project we will create, what is structure, project structure we need to follow. Okay. While so first make thing like everyone must be clear, like build a tool, Maven build tool is mandatory, so it must be there within your system. I hope you all are there with your device, right? Yes, no? You all are there with your device?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good.
Is
Fine.
there any specific version of it to download, or any version is okay, ma'am?
Go with the established version only. Okay, those who just joined, so please make sure that you are sure you have to go for Maven install. If it is there in your system, so just make it available, download Maven and make it available for your device because we need to create a Maven project. Okay. Once you're done, so please let me know everyone so we can continue with the project creation. It's mandatory, it must be there because whatever project related files we will do, that will be with the Maven build tool only. Okay. So install that and let me know. So practically we will see how to add the dependencies and all in that.
Is that Apache Maven or Maven Demon something? Is that?
Apache Maven. Okay, let me share the. Yes, everyone in chat box, the official site or download page is given. Just visit that. Okay, one more link I shared with the steps is completely explained like how to go with one by one step. So those who are working with Windows, you can follow that. Okay, with the diagrams is clearly explain what we need to do. So just follow these steps and do that installation once you're done. So let me. Is there any query? So you can share this screen. Okay, but once you're done, so please let me know because we have to go for next. And at last, don't forget to verify that Maven is installed successfully in your system or not. Okay. So within command prompt, Maven version is given within the same site is given. So that last final step is there. You need to check the version for Maven. So don't forget to do that. Yes, is it done? At least reply so I will get idea. I hope I'm audible clearly to all.
No, man.
Okay, let's do one thing. That part you can do later, Maven installation, because we have to go for another also. Okay, now once we're done with the Maven installation, so within your IDE, Eclipse, you will be able to create the Maven process. Okay, what framework we are going to use, that will be Spring Boot framework. So whatever project we will create, that will be with Spring Boot framework. So now we have to create a Maven project. That project is with Spring Boot dependencies, whatever will be required. Okay, so the next step is Spring initializer. That initializer is going to do what? It will allow to create project structure. Project structure means what different type of folder will be there, what part of code we are going to put where, if the file will be compiled, so where it's going to store, once the file will be packaged, so where it's going to store, and extra files. Extra means the images. Time in your project you need to upload images, right? That should be like company logo, product details, these all things. Means extra whatever files will be there is static. For that, resources folder will be there. Okay, so what the project structure we need to follow for Spring Initializer, that we are going to view. And at the same time, the dependencies. Okay, so Maven installation, you can do it later, not to worry. Now we are going for next, and that is Spring Initializer. Means Spring is allowing us, Spring is a framework, is allowing us to go for initialization. Okay, so I'm sharing one link with you all. You have to visit that. Otherwise, wait. Okay, it is there on a screen. Right? And I'm sharing it in path, so you can go with that. Every time, whenever you need to work with a Spring Boot, so you need to create a project for it, right? So you just need to do what? Just visit that Spring initializer. The path is given here, start.spring.io. Just everyone visit that path, you will get the same page, whatever is there on a screen. Okay, now that particular initializer we will use to create the project. Okay, so few things we need to keep in our mind. Okay, as I mentioned, we just installed Maven in our process, in our system. That Maven is what? Is a build tool. It will help us to build the whole project, your project, the whole build a life cycle. It will help us, like once we're done with our code, so we are asking to compile our code, right? Then we have to test whatever code is there, is it working properly, and we are getting expected output. You know the concept, you are aware with testing, right? So that test cases we need to execute. Then we have to package our whole code. Means whatever number of files we will have in our project, we are not going to deploy the files like .java, employee.java, department.java, like that. No, we are deploying into in a fixed form, means either a jar or word file. So Maven will do that build also. Okay, packaging, and after that we will install it within the local repository, and then we will deploy it from local repository to remote. If you remember, in previous session we discussed on GitHub file creation, right? Folder repository. So there only we need to make it available. So these all steps will be done by Maven. That's why whenever we are going to Spring Initializer, so very first thing is going to ask you about the project. What type of project you want to create? So we want to create Maven. Okay, so default selected. Language, so of course Java. Spring Boot version, so versions are given. You can go for 3.5.13, but according to your project requirement is 3.3. So later within your project, you can update it with 3.3.1, or any series you can follow up 3.3 version. Okay, so whatever Spring Boot version we need to go for, that we are using here. It is recommended to go with a stable version only. Okay, whatever version are given here with the word snapshot, that means currently these all versions are under process, means some updations are there, maybe some features can't work with your JDK and some issues maybe. That's why it's a recommendation, whenever you are creating a new project, every time go with a stable version. Okay, so 3.5.13 we can go, but you should go. Like, as I mentioned, within your project requirement is 3.3 series, so you need to go for that. Okay. Now here we are selecting what? Spring Boot version. And after that, we have to pass few details like project metadata. That first one is group ID. You can go for any. Any means why we are using that group ID, because once you will work with a real world project, that time a single company, I'm talking about a particular company, that single company is working on multiple project, right? And those project belongs to different groups. Like some are e-commerce project, some are academic project, right? So different groups are there of project, and the whole team of developer is working in different projects. So whatever number of projects belong to a particular group, they all will have the same group ID. Okay. Normally, whatever name is there, whatever site is there, like for example, google.com. So the group ID will use com.google. Okay. So learning.com. So the group ID will be opposite of that in reverse. So it will be com.learning. Okay. So whatever name is there, whatever site is there, group ID will be of the reverse order. So learning.com, com.learning in this way. Okay. So the group ID means whatever project we will define, they all belong to this particular group ID. Okay. Artifact is your project name. Suppose we are passing boot demo. So see, package is created com.learning.spring boot demo. And jar and war, that are packaging. You want to go for jar or war, so default is jar, and we will go for jar. So this is how these things are, basic fundamental details we shared. And now the main part is dependency. As I mentioned, Spring Boot will be framework that we will use for it. So we need to add the dependency. Currently, we are going to add the basic dependency only. As per our requirement, we will create, because you have to create. Okay, for the practice purpose, if you are not clear with it, so just for the practice purpose, create few project with the help of Spring Initializer. So the default we are using here is Spring Web. What we did, just click on that add dependency and search for web. It will be available. And that dependency is going to do what? It will help us to create RESTful APIs. It will help us to work with the Spring MVC. Tomcat will be the server. Apache Tomcat server is default embedded. That means we don't require to inspect this, you can say, manually. We don't require to make it available. We don't require to embed it explicitly, because it will be embedded by the Spring Boot dependencies automatically if we are going to use this web dependency. Okay, so this is use of it. And now Spring Web. Once we're done with that, so what we need to do, just go for explore. Actually, that is not required. You can directly generate it, but I just want to make you aware about the project structure. That's why I'm asking you to go for it. Okay. If you will observe here, so whatever dependencies we are asking, these all dependencies will be added within Maven. Okay. And this form.xml file. This form.xml file is, you can say, heart of Maven project. If you're talking about dependency management, so this is the file where we can ask to Maven like these number of dependencies we require, and it will make it available. For example, we just added Spring Web, right? So just to observe, see, here one dependency is added here, see, dependency, and artifact ID is Spring Boot starter web. Okay, and with that web, one more is added, that is test by default, because testing is required. Whatever code you will do on that, you will perform testing. So that's why with the starter more is added, that is test. What is happening here now related to this Spring Boot starter web, whatever files will be there, required file, they all will be available by Maven to our project. Okay, this is SRC folder where we are going to put our actual code. See, this will be project structure. SRC, within SRC, you will get main folder. Within main, you will have Java. Within Java, whatever group ID we are passing, com.learning. So within Java, com folder, within com learning folder. And after that learning, artifact ID is what? Spring Boot demo. and within that folder you will get one file. This is main method. You can say this is a file from where your project execution will start, right? No matter what number of files are there in your project, but it needs the entry point. And as a Java developer, you all are aware main method is an entry point, right? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay. So main will be entry point, right? So that's why the main method is required. So where we will get the main method? The default, whatever .java file we will get. One file we will get here with the same name, whatever name we are passing for our project. And one application will be added as a suffix. That file we will get by default created. And within that file, we will have the main method. Okay, so you can say this is the entry point of our project. Now later, whatever number of packages files we will add, but the execution will start from here on every time. So if your project is created successfully, so you will get this file there, fine. And accept that, as I mentioned, like accept your actual Java code, you are having some images, you are having some HTML template, .html pages, CSS pages. So here in this static folder we are putting, currently is empty because we don't have any file specific that we are putting. Application.properties is a single file. Within that file, we are passing all the metadata. For example, you have to connect your Java application with the database. But database is a different entity, right? You need to share details of database, like which particular database base you want to use in your Java application. What the username and password means, the credentials for your application that you need to pass here. Whatever you can say metadata or information you have to share with the Spring Boot, these all things you have to pass in application property. This file you will get. See, currently only the application name we are getting here, but here within this file, the code as per requirement you are getting that. Okay. Whatever number of files we are having folder we are having for the main, the same number of folder we will have for test also. And this is the for test file, Spring Boot test. So testing, whatever files you will create on same file, you can pass the test cases, and that test cases you are going to place here. Okay, so one default .java file we are having, for that Java file, one test file we are having. Okay, in this way, whatever number of files you will create later, the same number of test files you can generate here, but the structure will remain same. Okay, and except that you will get one more that will be pom.xml file. It's already mentioned here. This one is a heart of Maven project, you can say. Okay, so that is a project structure. Every time whenever you will create a Spring Boot project by using Spring Initializer, you will get, yes, any question, Kirtana?
Yeah, all the files or all the programs what we did will be saved in the application.java file, like Spring Boot application, which is inside the source folder.
Yes, inside the source folder, the main Java, right? In that Java folder, we will have all the files. But we are not storing the file directly. We will create package, and within that package, we will have file. Okay. We will see in IDE also. Fine.
Okay.
So now everyone just add the basic detail and click on the download button. Once you will click on this download button, so it will create a compressed file for it, and it will make it available in your downloads folder. So that you can do. Just click that, and Maven will be installed in your file. So you just need to do what? You just need to import it. Is it clear to everyone? I hope you all are going to do it.
Yes, ma'am.
I share the link, just visit it and follow the steps. Once you're done, so please let me know. Okay, you will download, you will click on download, or you can directly click on generate, and it's going to create a whole project structure, and you will get it within downloads folder. Once you are having that download folder with the particular, so let me know. We can continue with the next step.
Oh, facing some issue while downloading the Maven.
Download, for download, what issues are there?
Like,
You can share the those who are facing issues. Share the screen. Yes, Dev. What's the question?
Ma'am, what should we do right now? Just install or create a project from
Yes,
Spring
yes, yes,
Initializer
yes.
and
Yes.
set up it either in our VS Code or in our IntelliJ IDEA.
IntelliJ you can use, but in our session we will use Eclipse. You can go for IntelliJ also.
Eclipse.
Eclipse.
Uh, but I want to go with IntelliJ.
Yeah,
So
you can
can
go
I?
with that also. No issue. Yeah, sure you can.
Okay, my setup is completed for IntelliJ IDEA.
Okay, that's good. No issue. Both are IDE, but normally we are using Eclipse, but it's okay if you want to go for IntelliJ, no need to go with that. Only
Yeah,
few
thank
features
you.
will be different, but related to project, all things will be same.
Okay, ma'am.
Everyone, please create the project. Yes, Kitna.
can I share my screen right now?
Yeah, sure you can. Rest all, please create the project and make it available in your device with the downloads folder.
Yeah, but while I check in
Yeah,
the
with
version, it is showing the error.
that is missing with Java. So JDK is not there in your system.
I have
Is showing and variable is not defined correctly. Means it is there. So you are not practicing for Java or what?
yeah,
Because
I have a
see,
ID.
okay. So do one thing. Whatever. Okay, according to your for 20 just do one thing, install, download it, and from that JDK folder, within that JDK, you will get bin folder. So that copy that,
You
update that
have
environment
modified
variable.
properly, actually.
Environment variable. I'm asking
Oh,
like
ma'am,
that
you are not audible.
dependency. Yes, thank you. So here, see, okay, wait. Do one thing. Yes, everyone, those who are facing issue with the environment variable set, so do one thing, Kirtana, just copy that error and paste in Google. You will get that. Okay, it's just going to ask you, like just update, edit that path value. That's it.
Okay, okay.
Okay, that is only issue. So just copy that error and paste it, and you will get the steps what you need to do. See, currently we are going for Spring Web only. Later, whatever will be there, that we will add later. So currently we are just trying to go with a new project creation, and that with the project structure we want to family. So just create with one dependency, download it. Once you are having within download. And do fast. Yes, is it done? Only few things you have to add, right? Mm. Okay, those who add this project is available. I hope screen is visible to all. Now the project is available.
No, ma'am.
Is there? Okay. So what the main point is, now the project is there in downloads folder, right? We want to make it available. So go for import projects. Once you will go for import project, so within that import project, we have to select existing Maven project. Here, the search button, Maven, and within that Maven folder, you will have existing because system. We just want to make it okay. So Maven,
Ma'am, it is
click on
not
next.
audible properly.
Is it clearly? Yes, now is it audible clearly to everyone? Hello. Okay,
Yes, sir.
fine. Okay. So here, what we need to do now, whatever project we are creating here, so just go for import project. Okay, is it visible to all, right? So here, just go for import project. And within that import project, we have to go for Maven. Those who are not getting the option Maven, so just within the search for Maven, you will get one folder with the name Maven. Okay, and within that Maven, you will have existing Maven project. Okay, and within that, go for next. And within the next, what we need to do is going to ask you for the root directory. So just browse from here and you have to go for the particular project that you just downloaded. Okay. And that downloaded file is compressed. So don't forget to extract that file. Extract that file and then go for the particular. Okay. So suppose here we are going for download. So whatever download folder is there, within that download, you will get that particular file. Okay, wait, I think it's missing. So yes, everyone, please continue with your own. I need to search for, I think I remaining to create the project. So I have to create the project first. So whatever project you are created, just extract that all files and select that particular file from this particular repository. Okay. Wait. Okay, so now it is available for me. So from here, I'm going to make it select. Once we will select it, so just observe the pom.xml default checked you will get here, right? And just click on that finish button. Once we will click on that finish button, you will get the at the bottom right corner, you will get the update. Like it's going to ask you about the installation, right? Whatever Maven project we are asking to import is doing that job. And you will get the progress status also. And once it will be completed here in Project Explorer, we will get the whole project. So whatever project structure we are having there, in that particular, the same project structure we are having here. See, that's what we discussed, right? pom.xml, src, main, Java, C. Within here, within this package, we will store our all files. Okay, so the default main method we are having here, right? See, this is an entry point. And whatever test related file you will have, that you need to put here within this package. It's a default package, and as per your requirement, you can create. Whatever additional files we will have, that we are going to put here in a static folder. An application.property currently is blank with the file name only. And later, you need to add the required data. You can say the information. Okay, whatever packaging will be there, that file will be stored here within this target. As I mentioned, currently is blank because we don't have any file. And the images, HTML files, that all will be part of static. Again, currently is blank because we don't have any file here. Okay. So this is how file is created. And now we want to do what? We want to add. Okay, first everyone just do that part so I can continue with the next review. And according to the requirement, your JDK should be 21. Okay, currently here for me is 17, but you have to go for 21. Okay, now once it is updated, so what we need to do, okay, screen is visible to all. So here we are doing what? We are just trying to add the basic server. See, it's a Spring Boot project. It will execute on server. If you remember, so we added one dependency in pom.xml. Just observe here in pom.xml, we are having this dependency. Spring Boot starter web, right? So this dependency is going to allow us to go for RESTful services. And one more important point is the Tomcat server is embedded by default. Okay, because server is required because we want to execute our projects on server. So server is required, and that server will be Tomcat server. And with this dependency, it will be added internally, means we don't require to do anything for it. It will be added automatically within this particular. So whatever number of files are added, once you will go for Maven dependency, this folder you will see these number of files are added, but we are not adding them manually. See, this Tomcat is embedded here. This Tomcat is what? Is a server. And on that server, we will execute our code. So related to this, whatever files are there, these all files are available in our project. And that's how we can directly execute our code. Okay. So what I'm trying to do within this demo application, where the main method is placed within this particular demo class, we are trying to start with the basic server. So just take a look. We added one get mapping annotation, and the path is slash, means within the address bar of browser, whenever we will go for a slash, that address should pass to the index method. And that index method is going to print a message on a screen. Okay, so what we are expecting, whenever we will execute our this project on server, so on that server means Tomcat. Tomcat is will allow us to go for the execution, means on the browser, we will be able to look that code execution output, you can say, whatever we are passing here. Index is what? Okay, I hope you all are aware. Index is a basic page. The first page, whatever website you are visiting, the first page is index only all the time. Yes or no? Home page, index page, aware? Yes or no with this? Okay, that first will be index only. So what we are asking here, whenever any search will be for slash, only for slash. So do one thing, call that index method. And this index method will print the message on screen. So let's start to do that. But before that, just observe, we are having one error here. Line number 30 is showing error because I just used that get mapping annotation, but that annotation is required to import. So we need to go for import. So import that related files, and that's it. Now it's working. So just save that file and go for execution. That we want to execute, run on server. Okay. I hope it's clearly visible to all. Go for run on server. Yes, everyone, please add that code in your part or pom.xml. Make sure just you are aware, like it's visible there on a screen, pom.xml file. And within that file, this dependency is added within your, it is added already, but I just want to make you aware, like where the place where all the dependencies are added. So just go for that and observe. Within that dependency stack, whatever dependencies are required, we need to add them. So from here, line number 33 to line number 36. We are asking for group ID and artifact ID, that is Spring Starter Web. And just because of that, we are able to execute our code because of this dependency, the Tomcat is added there. Yes, once you're done, so please let me know, okay?
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, please.
Ma'am, I import the project, so some errors were found in external file.
Okay, please share the screen.
Okay. My screen visible, ma'am?
Yes, it is. Okay, just do one thing. Right click on project name. Yes, right click on that and go for refresh. Okay, and if it is not working here, so just you can do one more thing in the menu bar. Just next to search, project is given, right? Go for that.
Yes, ma'am.
And within that project, one option is there. Project, no, no, not the project name. On the menu, navigate, search, project, run, window, help.
Okay, ma'am.
At top, at top.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
project. Within that project, options are given. One is there with name clean. So click on that clean. Okay, now execute. Now the error is not showing within the editor. So maybe it's resolved. Save it again. Save the file. Sometimes the exception is resolved, but it still is continues showing the error. Okay, do one
Okay.
thing. Go for a file. What the name is? A Spring Boot demo application, Java folder. SRC
Okay.
main Java. Within that, the Java file is there. Right? No, not the test. Java
Yes, ma'am.
folder.
Yeah.
Not test.java. I'm talking about main, SRC main Java. There we will put our code. Yes. Yes, this file. Go for that and execute it. Right click on it and go for run as. Otherwise, option is given for the run button and run on server. Option is there, run on server.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, go for that. Fine. So it's working properly. See, yes, everyone, just take a look over here. Just maximize the console so everyone will get idea here. Okay, so see, this is how once everything is okay in your project and you will just execute your code like run on server. So this is what happening here related to Spring Boot. Whatever files are required, just double click on console. Where the yes, double click on it. Fine. So see, everyone just take a look here. Is showing what? See, whatever just at right side, the description is given, just start to read it. The first one is given is starting a Spring Boot demo application using Java 25, right? That Java 25 is the version. If you are going with 21, it will be different. Okay, but again, I'm repeating, go with 21 on because it's your
Okay.
requirement. Now, the next one is given was no active profile set. Okay, next is going to ask you for the Tomcat. As I mentioned, Tomcat is default server, right? And for that Tomcat, the default port number is 8080. Okay, 8080 is a default port number. Whatever application we are executing on server, every application having a default port number. So for Tomcat, the default port number is 8080. Okay, so this is how all the things are explained here. And now the main point, the next you need to do what? Just go to browser and in a new tab, okay, please go to browser and in a new tab, just write localhost colon 8080. Localhost colon 8080 slash. once you will click on that, you will get the, without error, you will have the path. Because currently, okay, I just share the, on my code, I added the slash code. Currently, you are remaining with that, so you will get nothing, like any message not will be there. But within the browser, once you will execute it, so you will be able to get the path, means localhost colon 8080 slash. You will get that main page there. Okay, so those who done with that, just execute your code within the main method and you will get, if this is how you are getting, means everything is working properly and we are able to start. Currently no code is there, that's why you are not getting. Once you will add the file, so it will, means your server is set properly and the configuration is done, you can start with your code. Okay.
I solve new ma'am.
No, that's what I mentioned. Sometime what's happening, like once it's going to show the error for pom.xml, but error is solved. But within the editor, it will continue with the red line and the underline. So don't worry about that. That's why I ask you to execute your. If it is executing properly, so after cleaning the project sometime and rebuilding, it will remove it. Okay, but whatever error was there, that is resolved. That's why we are able to get the output here. Okay, so just don't worry about that. Those who are facing issues, sometimes it's happening, like some changes we are putting in pom.xml. So ID means your editor. ID is going to take few time to make it updated. Okay, that's why just try with refresh, go with project, clean and rebuild. Okay, still it is, exception is there, this compile time error is showing, so just execute your code. If you are able to get that page on a screen with the 8080 portal, means your code is working properly, so don't worry for that exception. Okay.
I stop sharing screen.
Yeah, sure, you can. Okay, everyone, so I'm sharing the screen again, so you can just copy, just take a screenshot of this code, and once you're done with your configuration and you are able to get that page, so just you need to do what? You need to add this code there. Just take a screenshot of it. This part. Within the main method, okay, just next to, not within the main method, within the demo application, just next to that, this is your main method, right? And after that main method, you have to add this part of code. Means this is what is an index method only. So once you will add this path of code and then again execute your code, and once everything is okay, so you need to do what? Go to browser, and within that browser, open a new tab, and within the address bar, you have to pass localhost colon, what the port number? So 8080 and slash. Why we are going for slash? Because the address currently we mentioned here is slash. If you will pass here slash home, so you have to go for slash home. So this is what is the address of a particular page where we want to redirect. So we want to redirect to the index page. So it will be slash home. And once you will, within the address part, you will pass that. So on the screen, you will get this message. Greetings from Spring Boot. This message will be there on your browser. If you are able to get it, so everything is okay in your code, project structure is done, and now you are ready to start with your next step. So please take a screenshot of this code and try for it. Okay, so that's enough for today's session. We will continue with the next. And those who are remaining to install Maven and environment variable settings, so please work on that. And your team members are there, those who done, so you can help to your team members. Okay, fine. So that is enough for today's session. Let's meet in next. Thank you, everyone.
Ma'am,
Yes,
one
please.
minute. Actually, I have not got the access to my project and team, my team. Facing the issue in dashboard access. Actually, I've raised the issue many a times,
Okay, for
but
that
still,
you need to connect with the coordinators. Okay, because for the dashboard, I don't have any idea actually. So for that,
okay,
do one thing, communicate with the coordinator, and hopefully they will help you. Okay.
okay,
Okay,
thank you.
fine. Okay, thank you all.